Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, we are back on TNB Trails because somebody needed a monster truck hauled. Now, currently we are down here in the village, and someone actually needs a monster truck hauled all the way up here to the Rocky Meadows area. That's not the exact drop-off point. The exact drop-off point is kind of more along the lines of this area right here. However, we don't even have this truck loaded up yet. Now, I've brought along the 3rd gen because the 3rd gen is an absolute towing beast, and the trailer I've brought along is, well, let's just say it gets a whole lot wider than you're seeing right now. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up and grab the monster truck that we're going to be hauling because it's going to be quite a haul. This is definitely going to put this particular truck through its paces in terms of hauling something gigantic. Now, TNB Trails is, of course, a wonderful map for trail riding, or going to the dunes, or going mudding, or racing, or any of those things, but it's also a really good map for hauling challenges. So let's go ahead and pull up, real quick. And we're going to go ahead and put the side extensions out, lower the ramps down, and then we're going to go ahead and stop the engine on that truck. Now, we're going to go ahead and put the monster truck on the back of the trailer. Now, I've never actually hauled this 2nd gen monster truck with that trailer before, so it should fit, although this is, like I said before, my very first time ever loading this thing up on it. So let's see. Oh, the tires did not like the way I approached it. They did not like it at all. Come on, nice and easy. There you go. Now, if we could get everything to line up, we should be just about good. All right, and that's just about in the middle of it right there. We'll go ahead and shut the truck off, and let's make sure, yep, we can go ahead and get it packed, and let's fire this thing up. Dude, that is actually really sinking the rear suspension down. Like, that is, wow, that is a lot of weight. Now, granted, when I brought the ramps up, it actually helped correct it a lot, but let's go ahead and change the suspension mode and see if we can get, there we go, just a little bit of extra travel out of it. All right, now let's go ahead and set off. Now, out here on TNB Trails, one of the biggest things that you have to be aware of when you're hauling is the hills. The hills are gigantic. They're tremendous. And for something this wide, I could see those hills maybe becoming a problem if we try to go a little bit too quickly. Now, also, I should let it be known that I have the extra bumper weight on this truck, so I'm not necessarily, like, going into it completely unprepared, but, you know, you can only be so prepared when your cargo is that massive. Now, let's see if we can make our way down this trail. What's actually really interesting is the fact that the village approach is actually pretty wild. It's pretty gnarly. So whenever you're leaving the village with a trailer, it's like you have to actually legitimately prepare yourself for it. Ain't that right, Beans? Yep. Fortunately, we're able to have him on the dash with this truck, so that's always a nice touch. Let's go ahead and pull up here right at the main road. And we'll go ahead and make a left. And now begins our journey towards the top of the mountain. So I'm really hoping that this doesn't turn into an exercise in, oh no, I need to back down that hill and try again. But we'll just have to wait until after the first hill to find out. Putting the power down now. How long is it going to stay in 4th? If it tries to shift out of 4th, I'm just going to, like, literally just smash it into high. Yep. I could feel the power start to, like, it's just barely starting to die down, and I was like, yeah, no, high range is definitely what we're going to need on this one. Putting it back in auto. Actually went right back up into 4th gear. Maybe I should have trusted it. Maybe I should have been like, yeah, you know what? It might be just fine. Nope, went down into 1st gear, so if it does get steep enough, it will go right back down to 1st gear, and it definitely does not have any problem with doing so. It's like, it's not shy about sending you right back down to 1st for sure. So once we get past this particular section, it's definitely going to be a little bit more of a game of dirt versus pavement, I should say, because once you get past the bridge, it turns to dirt pretty soon after that. The only thing, though, is that there are some pretty deep ruts, and so it's like this map really mixes things up by telling you, hey, if you're going to be on the pavement, you're going to be dealing with steep hills, whereas if you're going to be on the dirt, you're going to be dealing with, like, deep holes and deep ruts. So it's kind of a trade-off either way you go, and, like, one isn't necessarily better than the other, in my opinion, but, like, look at that, though. That's such an epic setup. Absolutely epic setup. in a lot of ways, I feel like we should be hauling it to a mud pit, but instead we're hauling it to, like, the middle of nowhere. And I think one of the coolest things, though, about doing hauling out here on TNB trails is the fact that not only can it put a trail rig through its paces, but, like, the main roads can put a hauling rig through its paces as well. I mean, it's literally designed to challenge almost any setup you're going to bring through here. Not bad either on the, like, the towing suspension on this truck really does a good job of soaking up the bumps in the road really, really well. It's not overly stiff. It's not like throwing the truck around or throwing the trailer around. And it actually... Oh, no! That was not supposed to go that way. Oh, no! That was not supposed to go that way. I guess I've been used to taking that line before in, you know, like with vehicles that were not that wide or with setups that were not that wide. And I guess we're just going to have to fix that now, aren't we? Now, unfortunately, I don't really have... Oh, wait. Come on. Bring yourself over. There we go. Don't worry about it. It'll, buff right out. Yep, it buffed right out. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It buffed right out, and we're all good. Now, whether or not the customer is going to believe that is completely up to the results when we get there. But, yeah, don't worry about it. It's... Oh, God. Now it wants to fall off the trailer because the trailer is on a slope. Ouch. Wait a minute. Oh, no! Dude! I'm literally just trying so hard to actually load it up correctly, and all it wants to do now is slide off the trailer. I'm going to literally pull that other truck forward just a little bit and see. Oh, my God. All right. Ramps up. Come this way. Will you work here? Let's see. All right, ramps back down again. Back into the second-gen monster truck, back up the road, and back onto the trailer, hopefully, maybe sort of kind of fingers crossed. All right, are you going to work? Yes. All right, you'll work very, very well. This is quite good, because that means I can go ahead and pack it. It's a little bit further back on the trailer than I would like, but come on, let's put the power down and get on out of here, because that was a little sketchy right there immediately. Like, literally not even a little bit after we got onto the dirt. Immediate sketch moment. Immediate sketch moment. God, that's like almost all the way at the back of the trailer now. That's not where it should be. It should be closer to the middle, but again, like I said, don't worry about it. Now, let me make sure I'm going the right way, because, yeah, okay, so I'm going to go around and then wind my way back. So that's actually an odd detail, because normally I don't come this way very much, because as you guys all know, SnowRunner's multiplayer has a little bit of an odd glitch in terms of height, and it's basically something that I believe is ingrained into the physics system at this point. But whenever you would get to about this point on this map, in multiplayer anyway, your buddy or whoever you were playing with would literally, like, just glitch into the ground and you wouldn't be able to see him again at all. So that's why I haven't really spent all that much time up on this end of the map, because literally the height limit of the physics system doesn't really allow it. And that can kind of be a little bit disappointing when you're trying to get around this map and you're trying to actually, you know, have fun with a friend. But it's not the map's fault. It's not the map creator's fault. It's literally just like an ingrained issue within the physics system, to where if you build above a certain point with your mod map, multiplayer doesn't really register that in terms of where you can see other players. Now, let's see if we can get through this little dip in the road pretty smoothly. Not bad. What I love, though, is the fact that this truck has, like, no damage so far at all. Now, granted, the truck that we're hauling, we may or may not have buffed a few things out on that, but, like I said, it's fine. It's completely 100% fine. I remember when we actually rescued that old scout out of the swamp up there. It was actually a really fun little rescue. Really fun rescue and recovery. We're getting there. We're pretty close to our locator now. Pretty dang close. And once again, like I said before, we went to that truck with the, we got down to it with the detailing supplies and cleaned everything up to where they won't notice the rollover at all. That is, well, if you've got, like, a welder in your freaking detailing kit, then yeah. But then again, I guess if you consider welding to be detailing, that's a little bit of a different story entirely. We should just have to... Oh! There's that watchtower. That's actually a really good sign, because that's a big landmark for this delivery, because once we pass that, we'll be really, really close to our drop-off point. And this thing, honestly, has done a really, really great job hauling that second gen. Really, the only thing that actually went wrong was me. I mean, I made that go wrong, and I completely misjudged where the truck and the trailer were, and honestly, also completely misjudged the level of tippiness of that trailer load. So I do have to go ahead and take full responsibility for that, because that was not the truck's fault at all. The truck has been doing amazing. The truck has been doing great. So we're going to go ahead and crest this hill in just a moment. Got to stay away from those trees, because once again, the trailer is a lot wider than the truck itself. You cannot judge the width of the truck, or sorry, the width of the trailer by the width of the truck in this regard. We got that watchtower unlocked just because I wanted to. Literally just because I was there, and I was like, you know what? Like, who would not just kind of pull in, unlock that freaking watchtower, and then just carry on? God, we're so close. What is so crazy, though, really, is the fact that I truly have not been this direction on this map in so incredibly long, and every time I come out here, I'm reminded of how beautiful of a drive it is. It's such a beautiful drive to get out here. Gonna leave it in high for going up that hill, and actually, it made it over that little rise in the terrain really, really well. There's gonna be a little bit of a trail start right there. But we're going to go ahead and unload right at our locator up there, and that is going to be actually the perfect place for the guy to pick up his new monster truck anyway. So I'm sure he's going to have a ton of fun with it out here on this map, and I'm really trying to not roll it over on the exact corner before we drop it off, because that would be very bad, very, very, very awful. And we're going to go ahead and make a left, and that is going to be our drop-off for the monster truck. Now let's go ahead and get this thing dropped off right here. Dude, this is actually, like, this was a properly fun haul. It really, really was a properly fun haul. And at the end of the day, it really does go to show how great this map is. Like, this map is so varied in all of the things that you can do with it, and all of the different types of gameplay experiences that you can have, whether that's a delivery, whether that's a, you know, like a trail expedition, or like overlanding, or rock crawling, or racing. Really, just about anything that you might want to do, you can do it out here on TNB Trails. So let's go ahead and unpack that monster truck now. We'll get those ramps down, and shut this thing down. Swap over to the second gen monster truck, and back it right off. Easy. Not bad at all. I really do love this thing. And these crane axles absolutely take it to the next level. They 100% take it to the next level. Now, as badly as I want to go take this thing onto a trail and just absolutely go nuts with the thing, we are leaving this here for someone else to pick it up. So I don't want to damage it any more than I already have. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave all of your thoughts, opinions, and suggestions in the comment section down below. And if you're new around here, do consider hitting that subscribe button and clicking that like button as well. And I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.